What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to part number 4 of our live Pokemon Showdown UU session. So far, so good with this team. I know I said that quite a few times at the beginning of these parts, but I've really been enjoying using this team. It's really been a lot of fun, surprisingly so. And I guess you could say that about the last couple of sessions as well. Some of the teams that I've thrown together in just a few minutes have worked out surprisingly well. But anyway, that's besides the point. Just a friendly little reminder, of course, as we are beginning this episode, if you guys haven't done so already and you would like to show your support to the channel and the series and all that fun stuff, it only takes a couple seconds to click that thumbs up button right below this video. It does help out when you guys do that, or you could feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I always appreciate it when you guys leave some suggestions, or just let me know what you think about what's going on, or how your day was even, because believe it or not, I do actually care. A lot of you guys I've become pretty good friends with, just from interacting in the comment section and on Twitter and all that stuff. So you guys are awesome. You know that I think you're awesome. Here we go. Mienshao, Swampert, Espeon, Mega Blastoise, Trevenant, Umbreon. Very interesting. I was actually thinking that Swampert was going to lead off. That's why I led with Eelektross here, because it can take it one-on-one with Giga Drain. So I guess we go for a T-Bolt here. He's going to U-turn. He's going to U-turn into Swampert, isn't he? Yep, there we go. Okay, so he gets the safe switch there. Now we'll go for a Giga Drain. And, oh, he goes in right into the Trevenant. All right, maybe he's making some predictions here. We need to get our prediction game going. Somebody just joined that I think is subscribed to this channel. I think I've seen him before on the channel, or maybe on Twitter. That username, Joss117, looks familiar. Anyway, he goes for the Protect as I go for a Volt Switch. Obviously, that didn't do much. We do get a Flamethrower off. It only does 43%. He shows off the Citrus. So he has Protect and Leech Seed. That's not too promising. With Citrus, that kind of scares me, actually. He goes for the Willow, and I'm going to Volt Switch out. Being burned really doesn't bother me too much. But unfortunately, I don't have much that can handle this other than Tweet here. So I'll go into that, and I will go for a nice little Boom Burst, which will hit him on his weaker, especially defensive side. He opts to switch out into the Swampert, actually, and that does 39%. That would be even better if this was a Salt Vest, because that'd be a crazy amount of damage. Swampert's just extra thick. Unfortunately, we can't stay in because a Waterfall or an Ice Punch is going to do way too much. An Ice Punch would probably just kill. He opts to go for the counter. Why counter if I'm clearly special with Boom Burst? I don't know. And I went for the Flamethrower there before I even got a chance to explain it. I went for the Flamethrower predicting the Trevenant to come out like last time, but I guess he out-predicted me. And now he goes into Umbreon as I Giga. Oh dear, I'm getting out-predicted. I'm making my moves too fast, possibly, and not actually thinking them through. Let's go for the Volt Switch here, get out of here, save Elia for a little bit later on. We can possibly fodder him off, or her off, I should say. Now, he threw up the Wish. I mean, what I go into here, I guess, will determine what he's going to want to pass the Wish into, or if he's just going to stay and Protect, which is possible. So I'll go into Boris. I mean, what are you really going to do other than Foul Play or Toxic? Getting Rocks up would be helpful, and he is just going to go into the Trevenant, not the Espeon, which is good. Unfortunately, he's going to harvest the Citrus Berry and get all the way back up to full health. And that's not the best thing in the world. So we're going to switch in Eelektross here, as Joss117 says, Esos nombres locos. Yes, they are crazy names indeed. Very crazy names, Fredo Santana. Some of them are really good, actually. I give you credit. Obviously, he's not talking about mine, because mine are just, I don't know, they're just like normal people names, like Boris. Apparently my opponent doesn't know what he's saying. Oh wow, loud thunder out there. You guys can probably hear my my walls vibrating. That was crazy. Those Texas storms. I'm all over the place. I need to calm down. If you hear loud banging, it's because of the thunderstorm going on outside. How about we actually focus on the match? I'm talking about my walls. I'm talking about thunderstorms. I'm talking about crazy names, saying random things in Spanish. Let's focus on the match. We need to take out this freaking Trevenant because it's a problem. It is a problem. So I'm going to send out a tweet here, and Joss117 is asking if I speak Spanish. I do not speak fluent Spanish. people ask me that all the time because I just understand certain things, I guess, like, I don't know, in the comments, or I mean, it's not like I get, you know, Spanish comments or anything. I understand enough to get by. I understand way more than I can actually speak. So if you were to say something in Spanish to me or whatever, chances are I would understand it and probably not know exactly how to respond. So, I don't know. Not that that really matters, but moving on. We got rid of that Swampert, so that's cool. And Boomburst is going to be not a 2-hit KO with that freaking the Citrus Berry. Did he harvest it? No, he didn't. Is he going to protect here? He might protect, which would be an opportunity. See, this is where Squidzy having Liquid Ooze would be nice. We could go into Chimpino predicting a protect and then fire off a Flare Blitz. He opts to go for the double Leech Seed, does not connect. It's the second time he's missed a Leech Seed. He does recover his Citrus Berry, or harvest it, I should say. I'm going to U-turn out because Blastoise is likely coming in. Yep, there we go. And we can at least wear this down a little bit. We already got him down to 68% with that U-turn and the rocks being up, which every little bit of damage really counts on a Blastoise, especially, you know, what this is likely going to be Mega Blastoise. He's just so thick. Most of the time, you're just not going to take it out 1 or even 2 hits. So, unfortunately, I don't have much for this. If I can weaken him a little bit, we can come in with Swellow and finish him off with a Boom Burst. But I'm not at that point yet. And Fluffy, unfortunately, can't come in because of the weakness to Aura Sphere and Ice Beam and such. So what I'm going to do is actually just U-turn out with Tweet and get a little bit more damage before going into Squidzy, because I'm not afraid of an Ice Beam. He does get a crit. And the freeze! Oh no! Oh no! Why did this happen? Come on, Squidzy. You want to thaw out. I know you do. Yes, first turn! Alright, the luck is on my side. As he goes with a Dark Pulse, it's probably the only thing he has to hit me with. It only does 35%. Now, I really am just going to be banking on a burn here. We need to get it either this turn or the next turn, because we didn't get it the first time around. We really need that residual damage, and we get a critical hit, and the burn. It's always the crit burn. As somebody's saying, no Rapid Spin. Yeah, it is kind of interesting that he hasn't Rapid Spinned. I guess he doesn't carry it. Because we've seen Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Aura Sphere, and he probably has a Water-type move. I don't know if I don't think he's shown that off yet. But anyway, he's just going to let his Mega Blastoise go down here. I don't really agree with the way that he played that, because that Blastoise really kind of just poops on the rest of my team. I know after a certain point he was just bound to be a revenge kill, but you could have used it for fodder or something. This Tentacruel isn't that scary to the rest of your team. He goes for the Dazzling Gleam, predicting the Hydreigon to come out. For, you know, predicting me to predict a Psychic-type move and go into the Hydreigon, but I'm not offensive, so I won't do that. I'm just going to let Squidzy go down to a Psyshock here. And the Espeon does show off the lefty, so we don't have to worry about a Focus Sash. Does that really mean a whole lot? Boris could probably come in and kill this thing, to be honest, because he's just good like that. But I'm going to go into Tweet, and we should be able to U-turn. This team is like kind of Volt turnish. We've got Infernape, Hydreigon, Eelektross, and Swellow, all of which have either Volt Switch or U-turn, which I'm just noticing now, but it's a very Volt turnish type of team. As he brings in Ricardo, the Umbreon. I don't know if U-turn will kill. I don't want that Trevenant coming in for free with a close combat, but I'm going to go for it. And he does bring in the Trevenant. Bah, that is not good. But now he's in a little bit of a pickle, because I can just spam Flare Blitz. That does a lot of damage to everything on his team. The Blastoise is not there. He opts to just leave the Trevenant in to go down, which is fine by me, because that thing was a thorn in my side. Now we have this Mienshao out here. I believe I naturally outspeed you. Huh. So are you going to go for a Fake Out, maybe? Or are you Choice Scarf? Oh, he's Choice Scarfed. Alright, and he goes for the high jump kick. And I think that might actually seal the match for him. I don't have anything that can take high jump kicks, unless Boris can take one. I mean, with Solid Rock and that very high defense, we might be able to. Or we just need to hope that he misses. Yeah, I don't think Rhyperior can take one. It just doesn't, I mean, we're at max health, though. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. This is really our only option. If Rhyperior goes down here, we're just going to have to hope that he misses a high jump kick. That's really all there is to it. So I will go for an EQ as he brings in the Espeon. Well, he's switching in the Espeon. He doesn't want to be locked in a high jump kick, I guess. But he just sacrifices it. I don't think that was a good play at all. Because that Espeon was kind of your safety net, especially to take out something like Hydreigon. Now you've got Ricardo out here. And an EQ might take you out from there. He's going to go for the foul play. It does about 35%. And we do take out the Umbreon. So now it's just that Mienshao. He has to lock himself into a move. And it has to be high jump kick. So that was... I don't really agree with the way you played that. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I think this is just a lost match. He pretty much has to miss. And he gets a critical hit, so any chance that we had of surviving that with Solid Rock and that high defense, it just goes out the window. That's really disappointing. And he misses a high jump kick right afterwards. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And the air slash takes him out. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. What just happened? Critical hit followed by a high jump kick miss. I don't know if we deserve that. I have to calc it to see if Rhyperior would have survived. If he would have survived the crit, then I guess it didn't matter either way, and we just kind of traded hacks, and the same outcome happened. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. That's probably the craziest match we've had so far, but that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this little battle here, this episode. We have one more part left to go in this session before we move on. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure you're leaving a like rating or a comment or whatever you would like to do, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.